So, I come out here coyote hunting today. I get up on the hill, set my call out, get all set up, perfect area, wind was in the perfect position. It was gonna be it was a good set. Not gonna lie, I've seen a lot of dogs out here. Anyway, I get up there on the hill and sit down, wait a minute, do a little looking around, get to know my surroundings a little bit. And anyway, I start calling. I'm using the Fox Pro electronic call, and I put my own sounds on there. And one of them is a chicken in distress. And anyway, I start calling. I'm sitting there. Probably about 45 minutes go by, and I got the crows swooping in and the magpies coming in, and it just felt like a good set, man. And I could just feel the I just knew I was gonna get a dog in or two. Anyway, I sit there for a minute and I mute it. I mute my call, give it a rest for a minute, and I hear this walking coming up from the east side of me, which the wind was blowing directly to the north, so it was a good setup. Anyway, I bear down and I start listening. I could hear it coming and it'd stop. I hear it coming and it'd stop. And my adrenaline started going, and I got my gun ready, got my camera ready. I'm sitting there, and it sounded like it was getting real close, so I didn't really want to move too much. I leaned my head back around, real slow, and good God, in my entire life, I've called in a lot of shit, but when I turned and looked the direction of the sound, it was an old man with a shotgun. Never in my life have I ever had anybody ruin a set, let alone have I ever called a guy in. I mean, come on, man. Fucking Utah has to be one of the worst places to try and go kill a damn coyote. Anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm hiding in a bush pretty good. It was a small pine tree. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to say to this guy to where he don't just up and swing his gun around and pop me in the face, because I startled him. So I lean forward and I'm sitting there looking at him, and I just kind of put my hand up and I say, "Don't shoot!" Oh God, that guy swung around, and I was like, "Hey man, it's I raised my hand, make sure he seen me and knew what the hell I was before he started shooting like a fucking psychopath." Anyway, he walks up to me and he goes, "God, you up here trying to get a buck?" And I was like, "Depends on what kind of buck you're talking about." I was like, "You're talking about a deer, I guess you'll be getting a free tag next year because that hunt got over about 2 days ago." He goes, "Well, I'm a chucker hunter. And there's a lot of chuckers up here. It's loaded up here with chuckers. I come out here all the time." I said, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Yeah, God, couldn't you hear him up here?" And I got embarrassed for him, and I I just thought to myself, man, if this guy's gonna be that dumb, he might as well work for whatever he's trying to go after. And I said, nope. I didn't hear nothing. He's like, well, you got to have a certain ear for it. And I said, yeah, you're probably right. And he's like, well, I better get up there and jump him out of this little gully. And I said, well, good luck. He said, yep, I'm going to need it. And I looked at him, I said, yeah, you're going to need it. Anyway, never in my life have I ever called in a damn human. That was the most pathetic set I've ever done in my life. That was pathetic. But well, I'm gonna go try and find a new set. Go, try to get the hell away from here. Get another 25 miles, maybe 50. I don't care. I just want to get out of here. Apparently too many people out here. So hopefully I'll see you on the next set.